Hello and welcome to InsureFit Vehicle Installations based in Blackburn, Lancashire. Today we are going to go through an installation we've done to this 2021 Swift Kontiki. The system comes with the factory fit Sergeant equipment on, which is pretty much standard in a lot of motorhomes. This vehicle is used predominantly for enduro racing, so they're off grid a lot of the time. The Sergeant system's great when you're on hookup or there's a facility for hookup available. It's pretty standard and it works great. However, this particular application doesn't really allow a lot of off-grid use. It's heavily dependent on the hookup being connected. It's a relatively small battery charger, and the standard batteries are again not suitable for off-grid use. So what we've done on this vehicle, we've added in some Victron products. We've added in some other displays, an extra solar panel, 5G Wi-Fi, various other products. So we'll go through this now. We'll show you what we've done, and we'll go from there. So to kick things off, we have added in a 3000 watt Victron inverter and charger. So when this is connected to the 240, it'll pass through into the vehicle, so you'd have all 240 sockets in the vehicle, and it'll also charge the batteries. We've added in, there's a cover missing off here, we've just put this on to protect until the customer gets a new cover. We've got two 300 amp lithium batteries in there, so 600 amp hours of battery with a 3000 watt inverter and charger. So at the minute we're on hookup, as you can see. The vehicle is now allowing 240 into the vehicle, and it's also charging the lithium batteries. We have also added in some ventilation at the back of this cupboard. It is quite small, however, the Victron unit will fit in here. However, it will get a little bit warm in there, so we'll go through how these fans work later in this video. So we'll now move into the control side of the upgrades we've done. So we've still got the Sergeant unit in there. We have altered this slightly to accommodate a lot of the Victron stuff. From factory, this vehicle came with one solar panel. That solar panel, depending how it was set up, was trying to charge or trickle charge the vehicle battery and the two gel batteries that were in there from factory. That's fine. However, when the batteries start running low, the solar panel simply can't keep up with the demands for these three batteries. So what we've done, we've added another solar panel to the roof. So we've got an MPPT charger here. This is running from one solar panel that's looking after the vehicle battery. The second MPPT charger is looking after the two lithium batteries which we fitted. So it's two solar panels, two chargers, both doing different things. One's for the leisure, one's for the vehicle battery. With a DC to DC charger there. When the vehicle's driving, this will give a continual charge to the leisure battery system. That just keeps everything nicely topped up whilst you're driving. And then we also have this great little product, the Cerbo GX, which allows us to put in displays. We've got relays in there. It's to do all sorts. Fantastic bit of kit. We've got this actually hardwired into the LAN of the internet that we fitted. We've also got the multiplus connected in here, and all the battery shunts and everything are connected into this. So we've got live inputs, and I'll show you on the display in a minute what the information comes out of this little product is. It's absolutely brilliant. So we'll move on up to the displays. So as you can see, we've still got the factory displays. This gives us the voltages of power, which, as if you own a Swift motorhome, you will see before. You'll notice we've lost the solar. We can't do anything about this, unfortunately. Obviously, we've disconnected the Sergeant system from the solar system, so we're now using the Victron to give us that solar information. It's not the end of the world, but as you can see, we're on the inverter here. We gives you some solar information there, and any information in there. If we turn the lights off, you'll see the DC loads drop as well. So we're getting live information of what's going on in this vehicle. We're not connected to hookup anymore, so you can see we're inverted there. For the microwave, quick start. So the microwave's running there, and it'll give you information on the loads, the battery state. So it's live information, this. And then once we go back to mains hookup, you'll see the shore connector kick in, and then it'll start charging the leisure batteries again. You may notice we had 2 fans in the lower cupboard area where we've mounted the Multiplus 2. That cupboard will get a little bit warm just because the Multiplus does give off a bit of heat when it's charging. So to combat this, going to levels, we've set the fans or a temperature sensor in this unit to 20 degrees. So when that cupboard hits 20 degrees, then fans will kick in. Once the cupboard drops to 17 degrees, the fans will kick out. So basically we've got a continual monitoring of that cupboard. So if it gets too warm in there, the 2 fans that we've fitted will kick in, allowing a nice cool breeze to just blow through and ventilate that lower. You can see there it's actually dropped now to 19, so then fans have kicked in. It's getting a little bit warm in that cupboard, and they'll just kick in and out. They're silent, we can't hear them in the cab. It just adds a little bit of protection for heat to that unit. As you can see, we've got loads of information on here. We have run the microwave slightly there, so the battery's dropped a little bit, but we've still got a nice healthy charge. It gives you how long you've got left on there as well. So yeah, really good. And it doesn't look too out of place as well. So originally there was nothing in that little gap there. As you can see, we've got loads of information now. I'll move over to the router. So we've got a Maxview 5G router in there. That's got LAN cables which run directly into here as well. So this is where all the information comes from. Still got the Sergeant unit in there, as you can see. And that's the setup for the charging system on this vehicle. So as you can see, this vehicle is now suitable for being off-grid for several days. So the Sergeant system's good. It's not really designed for multiple days off use, where this vehicle is being used continuously without being connected to a hookup lead. So they have struggled in the past keeping things charged up. This sort of stuff takes a little while to do. We do incorporate as much as the original equipment as we can. Obviously with this we have removed some of the Sergeant chargers. We've put in a lot of Victron stuff. If you're into your self builds and you've been around motorhomes and things, you will know the Victron brand is absolutely quality, and it's got unlimited uses. Like I say, we've done with the fans. It's got the relays in there, so you can do sort of water tanks and all sorts of stuff. If you wanted, you could remove this sort of stuff and completely rewire the whole vehicle to run through the Victron, but that's a fairly big undertaking, and all this customer really wanted to do was just improve the charging side of the vehicle. To be fair, the rest of the vehicle works really well, so we've updated that charging side to give maximum usage for being off grid, basically. So if they're parked up, they can use the microwave, the electric kettle, whatever they want to use. There's enough power in there. Like I say, we've got a 3000 watt inverter in there, and 2 300 amp hour lithium batteries, so with more than enough power now on this vehicle. We're based in Blackburn, Lancashire. Insure Fit vehicle installations have been around since 2011. We do specialise in auto electrical installations. We have our own fleet and security stolen vehicle tracking system. So if your motorhome also needs security, we can do that for you. We do deadlocks and pro plates for the Ducato sort of relay style vans as well. So we've loads of stuff we can do whilst the vehicle's here if you require it. If this is something you're interested in, or you want some more information about updating the charging system on your motorhome, give us a call on 01254 200 211. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Thank you.